There's always such a lag too between when you go live and when people actually see and hear us, which I think is so crazy.
I know. It's ridiculous. So hello to everyone who's here. I see 25 folks. Forgive me if we cannot respond unless we are going through YouTube. I've got you all on the phone, which is what I'm streaming from, and I have you all on my tablet as well because I need to change the layout without screwing with my phone.
Yeah, so you're not poking at people on the screen.
Exactly. I don't think it's like, oh, what are you doing right there?
Shoot. Now here I am. I didn't turn down my volume.
Oops. I did that earlier, remember, before we went live.
Oh, yeah.
So Virginia is here. Hi, Virginia. Yep, we sure can see you. I think this is your friend you've been telling me about, Brandon D. Welcome aboard.
Brandon, welcome. Glad you're here.
What else do we have? Oh, Amy is here. Hello. Long time no see. Did your birthday pass already? I feel like I missed it. Some people tell me they have birthdays in November. I know my uncle's birthday and my cousin's birthday, and now I know yours. But I can't remember anybody else's birthday in November. It's crazy.
I'm terrible with birthdays and any type of anniversary or special date. I have to have a list that I keep because otherwise I will just totally forget. And it's not that I don't want to remember, it's just my brain doesn't hold on to that information.
Right, exactly. Why does it keep saying new comments? There we go. So I see it was September. Oh my God, I thought it was November. See what I mean?
It just happens, Vinny. It's okay. We all know you care about people. It's all right.
All right, so I see Denise is here. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Karen K. I see Sandra Fish is here. I should probably be doing this on my... I can highlight comments on my tablet. Yes.
There you go. You got all the power now, Vinny.
Oh, yes. I don't have to touch my phone anymore. Hi, Crescent Moon. Forgive me if I'm looking down.
That's
thank goodness. Technology is great since it's working.
Yes. When it works, it's absolutely brilliant. When it doesn't, you want to chuck it out the window.
I really do want to chuck it out the window when it doesn't work. Hi, Val. Okay, Amy, I cannot believe I missed your birthday. I've got some stuff along with that basket that you bought from me. Was it last week? I have a few little odds and ends. So when we meet up, you'll have a few little gifts for your birthday. I can't believe it was September 1st and not November 1st.
Well, everybody loves a belated birthday gift because then they get something to look forward to.
That's true. So who else do we have? I always feel like I'm missing something here.
I'm glad you can finally see us, Virginia. That's wonderful. I knew you've been in comment jail for a while.
Jackie is here. It's my friend from high school. Hello, hello.
Hi, Jackie. Welcome.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
So it has been, when was the last time we did a sale? A couple months ago, wasn't it?
I think so. Yep. So maybe it was just last month. Gosh, I feel like time's been all messed up.
That's because it's the holidays and everybody gets busy this time of year.
Yeah. I also feel for some reason this year that Thanksgiving is really crammed in with Christmas. Like we have Thanksgiving and then the next week is December 1st.
I know.
It just seems so quick and fast.
It's just ridiculous. Didn't they do that with Easter or something one time? They had it like really early. It was like in March.
Yes,
and it's like an April holiday. Like, come on now. Get it together, people. Where's my bleep button? Get your together, people.
Nate was talking to me about holidays and he's like, when is Thanksgiving? And I'm like, I don't know. It's some Thursday in November. And he's like, it's not on the same day like Christmas. I'm like, no, it's not the same date. It's always like the fourth week in November. And he's in New Zealand and he's like, you guys just don't make sense. American.
Well, people who live here don't make sense either. So we just roll with it.
Yep. It just is what it is. We're used to it. Hi, Mom.
Oh, Mama's here. Oh, and who else was in here that popped in? Yeah, Amy's right. It's a very slippery slope to Christmas now. Once Thanksgiving's over, I'll be blasting Christmas music. Before it, forget about it.
You know what? You're going to kill me, Vinny, because I know you work in retail and you're sick of the Christmas. But today I actually put on Christmas music, which goes against my rule. I usually do it the day after Thanksgiving, but since Jeffrey's been here, we've been having a holiday movie marathon every night. And so I've just gone ahead and jumped in with the Christmas music.
Well, it's not even the fact that it's Christmas music. It's crappy Christmas music. Like they're playing horrible versions of like Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, or they're playing a horrible version of It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Like, at least if you're going to play songs like that, play some good stuff. Don't give me these crappy, horrible renditions. Give me the real Andy Williams or the Ronettes or Elvis Presley or Dean Martin. Like, don't give me all this crap. I don't want to listen to this.
I hate the redos of Santa Baby. I'm like, I want Eartha Kitt.
Exactly.
I want Andy Williams. I want, you know, Bing Crosby, Perry
Exactly.
Como. I like all the classics, but that's me. Some of the new, like they've put it to pop or electronic or whatever they do. I'm just like, nope, this isn't Christmas. But the song that's been playing in every store here, and it's my least favorite Christmas song in the entire catalog of Christmas songs, is Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. I don't know why I dislike that song so much.
You know, I like that song. There's a bunch of the Disney artists from our childhood once came together and made a version of that. And I like that.
Oh, that's probably pretty good then.
I like that one. But I have to listen to horrible version of Last Christmas. Wham sings that one the best for me.
Oh, yeah, Wham, of course.
And then, of course, I like a bit of Jingle Bell Rock. I like Daryl Hall and John Oates' version of that. But, of course, the original that I will always listen to is Bobby Elms. That played in Home Alone. I don't know if you remember that from the second one.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin's getting ready to go jump into the pool at the Plaza Hotel.
I think the second Home Alone, side note, is probably one of my favorite movies.
It was a good sequel. It really was.
Sequel, and there aren't too many good sequels, but that one was good.
All the bricks being thrown at what's his face's head.
My favorite like classic Christmas song is probably Silver Bells. I absolutely love that song. My very favorite Christmas song, though, that's like not you know, I would say classic, is probably Tennessee Christmas by Alabama. I just am so nostalgic with that song. We grew up listening to it all the time. So I love that. And there's just so many good ones.
So Janet says that she's been listening to Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, and Perry Como. Yes, I will listen to them for sure. And Robin Cormet is here. Hi, Robin. And everyone else that I missed.
Yeah.
So I think Bing Crosby's Silver Bells is my favorite. I can't listen to anyone else.
Bing Crosby's version of it is just so good, so classic. I don't know if I'm the first to do it, but yeah.
Let It Snow. Nobody sings that like Dean Martin.
Absolutely
Martin, not.
That's an album I would love to have on vinyl, and I don't have it yet. But yes, Dean Martin's Let It Snow. Totally agree.
Or Gene Autry. I think his version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is probably my favorite.
And I love Burl Ives, Holly
Yes.
Christmas. That's another favorite.
They play a little bit of him at work sometimes, and I don't mind that so much. And I can tell it's the older because of the way it sounds.
Yeah, it has that classic sound. I just got that album last Christmas. That's a good one to be on the lookout for, the Burl Ives. If you can get an original press of that, it's worth some money. But I think I paid about $100 for mine. Which is expensive, but I'm just so glad that I finally have that on vinyl.
Right. It's like he wanted it for it's like me and the Elvis Presley Christmas album.
Yes.
I couldn't believe I got that for like $8 last year when they're worth a lot.
Yeah, they are. I've looked for that Elvis Presley and it's expensive online.
I guess I just got lucky on eBay with that one.
Yeah. I love Nat King Cole too.
I like Nat King Cole, but that one song that I don't know that I can listen to too much because it's too sentimental. It's got kind of like a melancholy vibe to it. What is that? It's chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Oh, I love that.
It's good, but it's got a very, I don't know. It's a very sentimental, like sad kind of tune. And I'm like, as much as I love it, I can't listen to it.
I love, as far as like modern music goes, I do love Glee. They have several Christmas albums, the TV show, and their harmonizing is just so fun to listen to. But They have, it's a song called it. I don't know if this is the official name of it, but it's called It's Coming on Christmas. That song is very sad and melancholy, and I love it, but it's got to have a place because it can't just be rolling around every time I get in the car because it's kind of sad.
Yeah, there's certain songs that just I can't. It's too much of a. There's too much sentiment that I'm like, nope. I prefer. I don't know if ABBA's put out a Christmas album, but I would love to know if they did.
I think they did. Maybe I'm thinking of a different album I have in my collection, but I think ABBA did. Maybe I'm wrong, but they would be a great group for a Christmas album.
I love me some ABBA. I was listening to Waterloo in the car today. Like I must have listened to it like 5 or 6 times because it's so upbeat.
And I love NSYNC's Christmas album.
Oh, I'll have to listen to them. I listened to a little bit of NSYNC.
The Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. That's just like a good boost if you need something really jolly and fun.
Good early 2000s music. Well, good is an opinionated word when we're talking about early 2000s music, but you know.
Oh, I'm with you, Kara. I can't do the Christmas shoe song. That,
Christmas shoe song. Who did that one?
I don't know who sings it, but all I remember about this so distinctly in my mind was growing up, it would come on the radio, and it was really popular for a short time, like in the early 2000s. And every time my mom would hear it, she'd bawl. And so all I have an image in my mind of the song and my mom crying because it's like sad, you know. And it just, I'm like, nope, can't do the Christmas shoe song.
All right, well, I'm going to have to listen to that one.
Yeah,
maybe I shouldn't.
Well, when you're not feeling in a mood to cry.
Yeah, okay, maybe not.
It is heartbreaking, but it's also that kind of sappy too. That's like so manufactured sap that you have, like, you're sad because it's a sad song and it does make you emotional, but then it's also so stupidly sappy that someone came up with this that it almost makes you hate it in another way too. It's weird.
It's a weird mix of emotions.
Yes.
Or what's another really good Christmas song that I could listen to over and over? Of course, Elvis's album, because we listen to that all the time decorating for the holidays. White Christmas, Blue Christmas.
White Christmas, Jingle Bell Rock is really good. Brenda Lee.
Oh, yeah. I've heard other versions of that. Nope. Nobody can do it better than Brenda Lee.
Brenda Lee is fantastic. She's really great.
That was another one that I missed. Who else could I say could not do? Who else do I hear that I'm like, ugh, this is just not right? It's probably a lot of them.
So, Kara, there's a version of 12 Days of Christmas. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the group Straight No Chaser, but they came here a few years ago and I saw them at Florida Theater and they are phenomenal. Look them up on YouTube. They did a version of 12 Days of Christmas mixed with the song Africa. Oh my gosh, it is so good. It's funny. Their Christmas album's hilarious. If you listen to the song Who Spiked the Eggnog, it's too good. So yeah, I like that. If you like kind of harmonizing vocal doo-wop type stuff, you'll love them. They're really great.
There is one, this is more modern. My friend introduced this to me when I think we were in middle school. Brilliant K's Christmas album.
Oh, that's a good one.
Really, I love Brilliant K's. Santa Claus is coming to town. I think the 12 Days of Christmas.
And they do a rock version of We Three Kings that's really cool.
I'm trying to think of the other ones that I listened to.
Oh, yay, Deborah. I'm glad you got your Being album. That's a great one. I was so glad to be able to bring that.
And that's one I think I need to find. I'm sure some antique store will have it, and it probably won't be hardly any. Hopefully not anything, because some people think some vinyl, just because it has some name on it, is worth a ton of money when it's not.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not. Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses. I like that song.
I'll have to listen to that one too.
I think you've heard it, but you probably just don't know the name of it by hearing it.
That's the funny thing. Like, I'll hear a song, and then someone will tell me, have you heard a song or the song such and such by so-and-so? And I'm like, no. And then when they play it, it's like, well, I have heard that before. But I didn't know the name of it.
Yeah, and some of the titles of the songs are not what you'd expect them to be. So, like Christmas wrapping, for example, the song has nothing in the title, in the lyrics like that. So you just don't expect that to be the title of the song,
Right. Like literally what you'll do is you'll listen to how the song goes, and then there's a certain part where it kind of like tells you what the name of the song is just by the way it's sung and the way that it's sung and projected to the audience listening. And they're like, oh yeah, that's probably what the name of that song is. Like literally sometimes I can remember the song lyrics and I'm going into Google saying, what song goes such and such and such and such, and then a bunch of things will come up and then I'll be like, that's it. I remember lyrics, but I couldn't remember the stuff that I'd learned in school. Clearly the stuff in school I learned wasn't important enough. Song lyrics are.
Song lyrics are life, though. I live my whole world by song lyrics. I'm always thinking of song lyrics that relate to certain situations. But I mean, honestly, when are you ever going to need the layers of the earth? I mean, I don't think that's a day-to-day application unless you're a scientist or a marine biologist or something.
I mean, that's good to learn like basic, but
sure.
When am I going to need algebra unless I'm going to be like a NASA physicist?
You're not. I mean, I think all of that makes you a well-rounded person. So, you can at least say, oh, I've heard of that, or I know about this. But for the most part, yeah, I'm with you. Algebra.
I learned it in school. Don't give a shit about it now. It's history.
I'd rather learn about vintage. Can we get a whole class on that? That's
still learning. It's history. It's just history on your own terms.
Yes, I agree.
And I'll take it. If I can learn history when it's not forced down my throat, I'm fine.
Oh, the TV jingles are so great.
Well, we're 16 minutes in, so we'll get to selling in just a second. But remind me, I got to send you some funny Kmart commercials. I'm sure you probably know which ones I'm talking about, unless I've sent them to you already.
Probably do. Vinny and I send each other funny reels back and forth all the time. I see stuff and I'm like, Vinny needs to see this.
The Kmart jingle bells. Have you seen that one? The Joe Boxer commercial.
Some commercials, I'm like, why did they even think that was okay?
It was hilarious.
But
so Catherine Young says we need algebra to know what 25% off is. That's easy. If something is $5, it's 25% off. $2.50 is half. Divide that by 2, it's $1.25. So you're going to only be paying $3.50, $3.75.
See, you're even better at math than me. I use my phone. I just tell Siri, I say, hey Siri, what's 50% off or 25% off or 75% off of whatever, and it tells me. I'm so spoiled. I don't do anything in my head.
I also work for an off-price retailer, so I'm constantly doing 10% off of something. So that's been ingrained in my brain. So it's like I'm wired for that.
Yeah, I use my resources. Hi, Mom and Grandma watching. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Jeannie. And to everyone else that I missed, forgive me. I think I saw Yippee IOA. Hello to Catherine Young. Who else did I miss here? Joan Fabi is here.
Dana, I saw popped in.
Yep, Dana Grace is here. Hello to everyone. So we've been shooting the breeze for the last 18 minutes. So Katie is shipping from Florida, right? Florida, yeah. as I like to call it.
Florida.
And she has a sale tonight too with Nate, right? Jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll combine both your orders from this sale and that if you have the same viewers from this tonight at 10.
Absolutely. They'll go in the same package.
So unfortunately, we can't combine our orders together because we're in different states. But that's okay. I'm trying to give you the best price possible. We both use Pirate Ship to get you all the best shipping price possible because I know shipping rates this time of year do tend to go up because 1 million people are in demand of getting things shipped to them for the holidays. So we do our best to provide the best shipping price possible. Since we're both on the East Coast, Katie's down in Florida, I'm in Maryland. So if you buy something from either of us and it's in Texas or in California or up in Canada, the shipping can be kind of expensive. Again, we do use Pirate Ship to get the best prices possible. Do you have any offer ups tonight or is it all flat?
Everything's all flat price for me.
Okay, same with me. So we don't have any offer ups for you all tonight. So of course, the first person that puts the number of said item in the chat will get the item. Mystic Mom and Salty Croc, as usual, who help me at my sales every week, will be assisting us and letting us know who got what. Of course, we will refresh if we can, just to make sure that everything is correct, because that does happen sometimes. I'm trying to think of what else am I missing here.
I think you've covered it all, Benny.
Oh, no, I forgot one thing. So Pamela has her sale at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, right after our show. We may go over a little bit longer than usual. I apologize for that. Pam, if you're watching, or Kelly, if you're watching, I'm sorry. And then after that, of course, Katie and Nate have their jewelry sale. And then Trisha, Sandy, and Otto has her regularly scheduled Saturday sale at 10 p.m. Eastern as well. So I know Dee didn't have a sale today, so you'll have plenty of stuff to go to this evening.
Yeah. And speaking of packages, just quickly, look at our partial locker. This is just not even before Christmas. So this is the shared locker, and my package was down at the bottom. So I had the lovely pleasure of taking all of those out.
Oh, how fun.
It's like Christmas Jenga.
Oh, goodness. See, and it's not even December 1st yet, and it's already that bad.
And it's already crazy.
Oh, goodness. All right, so since Katie's info is down below, and it's scrolling on this. I think it's scrolling on the screen. I don't think I've ever changed this banner. So her email is on there, but it's also in the description box below, as well as her YouTube channel. So please subscribe if you have not done so already. She does sales every week. Oh, see, my screen just dimmed again. Even after 10 minutes, I probably should have restarted this before I went live, but that's okay. So she has her weekly scheduled. What's a schedule? Schedule sale every week at 10 p.m. Eastern. I don't know if you have any pre-recorded content coming out anytime soon, or if there's some things in the works.
I have lots of things in the works. It's just a matter of me getting it out and uploaded. But I have tons of things filmed and in the back catalog. So patience, and I promise I'll get it out.
All right. Just giving people a little preview of what's to come. So let me go ahead and fix this layout. Hopefully I remember which one to use. Yep, there we go. And I wonder if I can, if I can change the layout here, I wonder if I can swipe it. So Katie, you're going to go first. Ooh, I can do it here. Yes. There we go. Yay.
Yay.
I got it right.
Well, thank you, Benny, for having me. I'm so looking forward to tonight's sale, and I've got a lot of fun items for you. And up first, I thought this was a really cool lot because I've got a piece of uranium glass, which I love. And I am a big fan of these flower frogs, and I have a whole lot of them for you. And I think this is really fun coming up with the holidays because you can do lots of creative things with these. So I'm going to show you everything you're getting in the lot, and then we'll go through each flower frog. The first one you're getting is an extra large spiky flower frog. I love these. This one measures 3.5 inches in size. And I have a postcard that you're going to be getting with this. So this comes with the lot. This is the Hudson River Dayline Streamliner ship, which I thought was really cool, inside of the flower frog. And that's how I like to use these, is you can put little bits of ephemera. And then if you're a big fan of the jewelry, you can get a little brooch and put it on the side of your postcard and have it displayed like this in your bookcases or wherever you do your little vignettes. So I thought that was kind of fun. Then you're also going to be getting this fabulous flower frog here.
Ooh.
That is really different than usually the ones you see. I don't even know what this style would be called, but this is made by the Blue Ribbon Flower Holder Company out of Chihuahua. I'm sure I'm saying that incorrectly, Falls. But it's green, and I thought the color for Christmas would be really nice. Now this you can also stick a postcard in, not as easily, but you can do some creative things with this. And of course, I think with this one, yeah, you could probably stick some pens or other things down inside of it. Or if you wanted to decorate with some Christmas ephemera, you could do that as well. But this is really fun in your displays. And then the best one, I think personally, hairpin. Yeah, hairpin, Kara. That's probably what that one's called. The best one, I think, in the lot is this fabulous glow
Oh,
titanium flower frog. Check that out. I mean, this thing glows like crazy. It is neon green, which I love. It has this pressed pattern inside of it, which is really fun. And of course, you guys can still use these as flower frogs on your tablescapes for Christmas or Thanksgiving. But this one's really cool. So you're getting all three of those, all three flower frogs, plus the little postcard. The brooch is not included, but I just wanted to show how that would go if you wanted to display jewelry that way. And this whole lot, all three of them, steal of a deal tonight, guys, is going to be $18. $18 for all three by giving me number 42. $18 for all three by giving me number 42. And you're getting all of these fabulous flower frogs, including super glowy one, which is amazing. I love
that's $6 a piece, y'all. That's a deal.
Yeah, that's a steal of a deal tonight, friends. All right. We'll
I do see some claims. I think, okay, it was, all right. Let's highlight that.
Dana.
Woohoo!
Congrats, Dana. That is coming to you. You're going to love that. Those are really fun. And that glowy one is everything. Yay.
All right. Way to go. Love that glowy one.
I love that one too. Okay, so my next item is kind of fun, and I really like this. I picked this up in an estate sale, and this is a Skylacraft. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly. Microscope, and this is so cool. This is from like the 50s. Probably came out of a catalog bought for a kid for a Christmas present that was getting into science. But the box itself is really cool, but wait until you see what's inside. So it has all of the finger joints on the side, and what I love about it is it's got its little globe logo. It says Microscope, and then it's got a little carry handle right at the top. And then when you open up the box, here's where all the magic is. Now, you get a whole microscope set, and I have tested this, and it is working. So I just put brand new batteries in this. So I'll pull this out and turn it on so you guys can see. But you do get the microscope. It goes up to 600 times. You get all of your little tools, including the glass. Now, I do want to point out this little one scalpel. I don't know if you can see here. I did get it fitted back in its case. Is broken. So, yeah, it doesn't have its top anymore. But you could easily get another one or tape it back together. But the other scalpels and spatulas are all there and working. I can't say whether or not this liquid is still good inside these bottles. It does move around, and that's about the best I can do to test it. But you've got this little case that comes, it's got a little bit of wear there, but it comes with all of its glass. So the little microscope slides are all ready for you to do your testing. And then you've got this little microscope. What is this? Something paper used for the microscope, but it's all here too. So this would be a fantastic gift if you have a young son or grandson, or even for yourself, really, who's into learning about science. This would be a fantastic Christmas gift. Oh, and it also comes with its little dropper and some other pieces of paper inside. So it would be great for if you're interested in science, or yourself, if you have a vintage display of science things or teacher type items for a school display, or just love industrial cool old boxes. So this really fits, I think, many people. Now let me show you the microscope. It's got the place for the slides. I love when things have their foil label. That just makes me so happy. And then it does work. So you just turn it over. And when you get it, let me see, I did this earlier. Yeah, when you get it lined up, you can see there that the light is on and it is working. So I tested it, and it is all good to go. So you're going to get this whole box with all the little neat things inside. Again, this would be a great Christmas gift for someone that you know, a young mind that's getting into science, or if you just want to look at some cool things yourself. I think this would be really cool. You can definitely put leaves under here, small things, and examine them, or just put in your vintage display. But if you would like this fabulous little kit, it can be yours for just $30 $30 by giving me number 26. $30 for the microscope kit if you're interested in this. And it does come in its wood box because I love a good fitted case. Okay. And I see Brandon in there, and I see that he put in the price, but I don't know how you handle this, Fanny, but I know what Brandon meant, so I'm okay giving it to him if you're okay giving it to him. Or is that not how you do?
Well, I usually go by the number, not the price.
Okay.
So we'll wait and see what.
Yeah, whatever you do on your sale, you do, because I don't want to change your rules, but.
Well, it's flexible. I'm not worried about it, honestly.
Because I see Brandon correcting himself later.
I don't know.
Smalls too. So you let me know. Hi, Angela. Welcome. And I see.
So Dad put smalls in. Oh, okay.
Smalls, I give it to Brandon. Oh, that's very kind of you. Okay, Brandon, congratulations. The little microscope is coming your way, which is wonderful.
Thank you very much for that.
And that is very, very kind of you, Smalls. All right, Brandon, that's headed your way. Congratulations, Brandon.
The cool piece, and it's complete, isn't it? Looks like it had everything. Which
is really cool because you probably don't find, at least the ones I saw online didn't have everything. So wonderful.
Absolutely. Is that 2 already? See, my brain is already messed up.
2.
All right, so I'm going to switch her around. All right, so my first item, I thought this was cool. So I know some people collect these moth. I think these went into your closet because there's a little coat hanger on it. But I loved the blue. You got like a darker blue for the lids, and then you've got like a light blue for the base. I can get it to open. Oh yeah, this opens up beautifully. So if you wanted to store something in here, you could. So it is a smaller one. But it hangs. If you wanted to display it like on a coat rack or something like that, you could. And this piece, if you're interested in it, it is only $6 and it's number 24. $6, number 24 for the small blue moth ball. I think it was supposed to be for moth balls or not moth crystals, because I think the crystals would fall out of here. But it would probably fit in a 6x6x6 box and would ship very easily. Very cool piece. Oh, and I did forget to mention, if anything doesn't sell tonight, we will do a recap. All right, where's my next item? Oh, it's right here. So this is really cool. If you all remember, a few months ago, I had bought a bunch of car ephemera, all kinds of other stuff. This is really cool. This is a little pamphlet for, I think, flying A gasoline. It's got the, I know that's called a blimp, but what is there's another name for that. But a blimp is like a slang term for this.
What is the name of that? And I can picture it in my mind's eye, and I can't come up with the word.
You know what I'm going to do?
Zeppelin. Thank you.
Zeppelin. Thank you, Nate. A Zeppelin. So there's a Zeppelin on there, and it says, facts worth knowing about the biggest flying spectacular sign in the world and the products it advertises. So it opens up into this little booklet. That's a cool image of probably a serviceman or a pump jockey. And it unfolds into this little guide here. Here's the back of it.
Gosh, that's fantastic, Vinny.
But it gets better.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that cool? And it's got the Zeppelin on both top and bottom.
Fabulous.
All right. So it is in pretty good shape overall. I mean, of course, it's going to have its normal old paper smell, which you know I love. Does it have an old paper smell? Oh, yeah, it does. I love that smell.
I do too. It smells like grandma's basement.
Right. Exactly. All right. So if anyone is interested in this piece, it is only $5 and it's number 8. $5, number 8 for the Flying Egg Gasoline pamphlet. You can either have that folded up or you could have it open with the Zeppelin. I'll show the Zeppelin again. How cool would that be put with a framed up and put up on display? All right. Oop, hold her back up.
Vinny, if you don't see anyone for that, I will claim that from you.
Okay. Oh, darn it. I typed the wrong code in.
But I don't want to take it from anyone in the chat because I know that's not fair.
All right. I got to get back on StreamYard here. There we go. Nothing went wrong. All right. Just bring me back my stream. All right. So those were, okay. Just get me back into the studio, will you? Technical issues, y'all. Someone asked what... Okay. All right, we don't need to see that, so he can be gone. We're removing you from the stage. Okay. That happened to me earlier, too. So I don't see anybody for that. So, Katie, it's yours if you want it.
Yes, I do. Thank you. That's
all right. So to Katie, thank you. All right, so that were my 2, so it's back to you.
Okay. So my next item is a really cool tin. Now, I've had this actually in my personal collection for a while, and I just felt that I needed to bring it to the sale, and I love the graphics on this. Now, there is a little bit of wear to it. It's been around the block a hot minute, but I love this. So hopefully you guys will love it too. It is a Sun Bright Cleanser tin, which I just for. And anything with these sun graphics and these kind of starburst type images really pull me in. And I love the deco clouds on this. I think this is just fantastic. Now, it does have a paper label, and it's got a metal top and a metal bottom, but it is cardboard. As you can see, there's some damage here, but you can display it on this side and it looks absolutely fantastic. I think that this would be a wonderful addition to your collection of advertising tins. I like to display these everywhere, all over my house. It's like tins exploded, which I love. So I've got little vignettes in my kitchen, and I love doing little cleaning displays and different products from yesteryear. I think they really warm up a space, and the images on this are just fantastic. So I think that this is a good addition to any collection. This measures about 5 inches tall, and it does have a little wear too on the bottom, but as you can see, that little line graphic is just everything. It says it's for floors, skins. I read that so wrong. Sinks, floors and sinks. Let's try that again. Metals, marble, mosaic, enamel, oilcloth, stone steps, tinware, linoleum, dishes, bathrooms, pots, pans, and kettles. Goodness gracious, what else was this for? This was manufactured by the Swift & Company General Office out of Chicago, Illinois. It does not have a readout, so I do believe this is prior to 1963. And then you've got that Good Housekeeping seal of approval, which I love. So this wonderful tin can be yours for just a fantastic price of, hang on one second, let me find it on my paper. I've lost where it went here, for just $12 by giving me number 43. $12, number 43. And I forgot to mention, it's still full of product. This has never been used. So it is just fantastic. Really great graphics on this. And the paper label is everything.
The colors on that are just fantastic.
Yeah, I love the colors. That blue and the orange and the yellow. Oh, so good. Robert, I see you. That is coming to you. You're going to love that. That is just wonderful. Okay, so let me get you down for that. All right, that is going to Robert. Okay. Now, my next item is a camera, and I think that this is so cool. Now, this camera, I cannot guarantee whether or not it works, but I do think just for displays, this is absolutely fabulous. This is a Brownie Hawkeye camera and has its label on the bottom, and I did clean it up a little bit because it was quite dusty when I found it, but there's still some dust on it. Adds a little bit of character. It's got all of its knobs that I can tell, and it does have its flash, but no bulb. And then on the top, for me, this is the kind of stuff that I like, is I love all the labels and different things. And you can see the Kodak flash imagery on here that still tells you a little bit about the camera and the lamps and the shutter and the lens, all the different things that you would need. A little guide to using this camera. Now, these cameras were manufactured in 1949. That was when they first came out, and they, I think, were around till about 1961. So this is a fantastic piece with its flash, Bakelite housing. It's just really wonderful. And then you've got the Hawkeye logo, which I just think is everything. So I love these in little bookcases, books stacked up. Put this on top, peeks out a little bit, adds really cool interest to a display. And of course, I think if you're a camera collector, you know someone that loves photography or cameras, wouldn't this make an awesome Christmas gift? Now, also, if you're handy enough, you can rewire this to be a light. So you can run the light through the back. You'll have to take off this little housing here, but you can make this into a little lamp by your bedside if you're crafty enough. So this fabulous Brownie Hawkeye camera can be yours for just $20 by giving me number 37. $20, number 37 for the killer Brownie Hawkeye camera.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think this is a cool one.
I love that it has the original instructions on the, I don't know if that's considered the umbrella because it holds the bulb.
It might be. I don't know what that's called, but yeah, I think that's really cool. I love how it says Coda Light flash holder. That's just so neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a cool one. All right, and those are my two. Your dad had one just like it. That's awesome, Amy.
You said that was two?
Yep, that
was I not paying attention? Jeez Louise. I'm spacing out over here. Okay. Okay, I did pick my two. So running with a little bit of a camera theme here, this came with all of that really cool ephemera. This is an, does that say ICA?
ICA, I think.
ICA Contessa cameras. This is just like a little, I don't know if it's an instructions guide or if it just is like a, oh no, I think it's a, like a catalog or something. But it's got really cool like images of the cameras from back then. Yep, it's ICA. Ooh, gotta be careful with this thing.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that.
So stuff like that. I'm afraid of opening this up a little too far because I don't want it to tear. But, you know, you get the idea. There's lots of different camera images, and it looks like it tells you the model and everything. Can't imagine what these cost back then. So it's just like an actual little booklet. It looks like somebody years ago taped it so it wouldn't fall apart. But it is still, you know, you can still flip through it if you wanted to. I'll show you one more page that's really cool. So you're getting this. It does not have a year in it, which is really surprising to me. But judging by these cameras, I would say it's probably oh, I don't know, maybe 20s, 30s, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I would even say possibly slightly earlier, but I don't know. Those are really cool.
I don't know, but I just loved that catalog. And I think somebody out there who collects cameras would really love to have this piece. If you're interested in it, it's $10 and it's number 21. $10. Ooh, is that even close up? $10, number 21 for the ICA Contessa Cameras booklet.
That's a great deal for those catalogs, guys. The images are everything.
And if it were to fall apart on you, you could craft with the pages.
Mm-hmm.
That's a win-win.
Flat lays, you know. I love the layered ephemera look.
So $10, number 21 for that, if anyone is interested. And again, we will do a recap if there's anything that didn't sell. All right. Strange that noise. Now, I've seen a lot of the moth tins over time, but I've never seen one with pink, white, and black.
Ooh, I haven't either of any.
Now, I got to tell you all a little something about this. So the crystals had hardened and kind of like solidified with each other. So I popped it open and I got it out. I did scrape myself on the little inner rim because it's metal. So I went through a little effort to get all of this out and to get rid of the mothball smell. I poured some baking soda in here just to absorb it so it doesn't, if you were to ever pop it open or want to use it for anything, you absolutely can because it's in there now. I'm shaking it up right now like it's a maraca, making sure that it's all covered in there so the smell of the really overpowering, yucky moth crystals can be gone. I love the pink color. It's got some small little dents and dings on it. It was made by the Coppers Company, which was in Pittsburgh. But this is a very unusual color combo, I think. I don't ever think I've seen this in pink before.
I've never seen the pink, and I've seen quite a few of those.
So this one is about 6 inches tall. Probably would go in an 8x6x6 box or an 11x7x5 box. Love it. Again, it is used and does have some dings due to age and probably from me trying to scrape out the crystals. If you're interested in this one is going to be $12 and it's number 16. $12, number 16 for the paradichlorobenzene nuggets, coppers. Try saying that 10 times fast. Paradichlorobenzene.
Wow, that's a tongue twister, but I love the images on that. That is just that graphics are everything.
I know. I saw it and I was like, wow, I've never seen that in pink.
No, never seen the pink.
So again, $12, number 16. Right. So I don't see any claims for those. So we'll go ahead and move on. Those were my two this round.
Okay. So my next item is a little lot of fun treasures. And I absolutely love the graphics on these. You know, that's kind of where my heart goes with items, is when I see good graphics, I have to grab it. And I paired these two together because I thought they were kind of fun. And if you do junk journaling or crafting, or you just have little vignettes and you love ephemera, or you have flower frogs that you want to put ephemera in, this is kind of perfect for it. So the first thing you're getting is one of these Dutch boy labels. I love these. I think they're wonderful. Now, this one does have a little bit of ripping in the corner. He's been around a minute, so, you know, we got to give him a little bit of grace. And he does have some foxing, but overall, that little guy's just there and adorable. And I think these are really fun because you can obviously write things. They're blank labels. They were never used. And then if you have a cabinet, what I like to do with these is use string. You may have to retie the string on this one, but You can hang it on a cabinet door with a key, so it makes a really fun hang tag. And I have these all over my house on various old cabinets and things I have, and I just love them. So you're getting this little piece that's fun. It's cardboard. And then this is, I think, what's to die for. This is a little Ready Kilowatt. Who remembers him?
Oh,
I love him. Every time I see him, he's so special, and I have to grab him. He's just one of my favorite vintage graphics. Little Ready Kilowatt. I love his plugs for ears. I think that's brilliant. His little lightning bolt arms. Yeah, he's brilliant. So the Ready Kilowatt brings you the joy of total electric living. Look at the graphics on this. So fun. And what this is a little calendar from the Philadelphia Electric Company, 1964. So you've got the calendar on the back with a little measurement unit. And then look at these. They're little Ready Kilowatt men, and they're dancing or going across the page. I love the images on this, and it's gold colored. So I thought these were kind of a fun vintage pairing if you love to do crafts and things. And you can get the pair of both of these. And if you would like them, they will be, let me find where I put this on my list. I should have little tags like you do, Vinny. Let's see. Sorry, guys, for the delay here. There we go. They will be $12, number 44. $12, number 44 for the two little pieces. So fun.
yeah, that Ready Kilowatt piece, I love that. That's such a fun thing.
It's so fun. It's so little. It's just a little fantastic blast from the past. And you can't not look at him and smile, right? He just makes you happy.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I love him. Oh, I'm glad, Frida. Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of these in a lot. So this is the last one I have in the lot. Okay. My next item is a bit of vintage Christmas. I loved the packaging on this, which is why I picked this up. Now, these are made in Hong Kong, so this is probably from the 70s, but it is this whole box of new old stock 12 chime candles. And I thought the starbursts on this were great. I love the holly because I'm a big fan of holly. And these are fun. And the candles are still inside. Now, there is a little bit of wear to the corner of the packaging here, but this could be a really good thing you could put out all winter long. It's awesome for New Year's because I love the kind of celebration confetti on this side. And it has its original handcrafted by Rainbow Candle Hong Kong sticker. And then I believe, yes, all the candles are in here. So you can actually use these candles. And if you have one of these old, I know my grandparents had these, the little candles are hard to find. So you can actually use the candles if you need some. We've got a whole box right here. So if you would like this really cool bit of Christmas packaging, it is a wonderful little lot here. You can have this for, and if I was ready, for $12 by giving me number 45. $12, number 45 for the angel chimes packaging. And I love the images on that.
I love the colors.
The colors are so bright and jolly for Christmas. Yeah, they're really good. And I'll wait for your dad because I see two people.
Oh, excuse me.
We'll see who picks that up. And Robert gets that. Congrats, Robert. Don't worry, I've got some more vintage Christmas coming up, Jeffrey, if you're interested.
Right.
All right.
Was that two?
That was my two.
All right. So my next two items, this is really cool. I bought this. I think I've had this for maybe a couple of years. So we all know what lint rollers are. And we use them to get dog hair and other like gunk off of our clothing. Well, I didn't know that they've been around this long. So this one is basically new. It's by the brand Pixel. In the box.
Oh, look at that starburst.
I know, that's what initially drew me to it too. Now, I did have to re-glue this to the roll so that way it's stuck if you wanted to display it like this. But it says Pixol Lint Remover. And it says instant good grooming. Before using, remove this cover, of course. After using, replace this cover around the roller. 60 inches of tape by the Maywood Industries that was in Newport Beach, California. And what's even cooler is that the lint roller has a starburst on it too.
Oh, that is so awesome.
And it's got 3 refills, and it's in the original box. So if you wanted to display this just as is in the box, you could. And if you would like the Pixol Lint Remover in the original box, which does have its fair share of issues because this is old, probably from the, I would say, late 50s, early 60s. This can be yours for only $12, and it's number 6. $12, number 6 for the Pixol Lint Remover.
That is amazing, Benny.
I was like, ooh, starburst on a lint remover? Heck yeah. All right, next item. This is really cool. This is a crystallized ginger tin by Acker, Merrill and Condit Co. in New York. It's blue and white. And I think this is from about 1902, if I'm not mistaken. I think it says trademark register 1902.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Now, of course, it's got its wear and tear because this is, what, 122 years old? Opens up nicely, so you could store maybe some postcards or something like that in there. And a little bit mirrorized, too. But it even says AM and C Co. New York on the side. Even says crystallized ginger here. And if you are interested in the crystallized ginger tin from 1902, it's only $12, number 14. $12, number 14 for the 1902 crystallized ginger tin.
That's excellent, Benny.
Okay, and I think I see Robert for that one. Thank you very much. All right, so those were my 2 this round. Back to you.
Okay, so I've got something I just think is so cool. And I love these because they're such a blast from the past. But then to find them on their original mid-century cards, I was so excited to get these. I went to an estate sale a couple of weeks ago, and there was a box full of these particular items, and people were going mad crazy for all of them. And I saw these 2 and the booklet, and I grabbed them really fast, and I was like, yes, I think I got the best too. Well, I was doing a little research on the yo-yos, and the one that I have, one of them in the original package, one just like it with similar graphics, just sold for $124. So apparently I have a special yo-yo, but I am offering you guys a whole yo-yo lot for all of your yo-yo needs today. And it will not be $124, but I think the packaging is just awesome. So you're getting these new in the package. These are Duncan yo-yos. Now this one's cool, shiny, and it has that mid-century aqua that's just so killer. And I love this. It is the Sonic Satellite yo-yo. And look at that guy on his little rocket ship. Look at the little starburst on the package. And of course, I love it. It says, if it isn't Duncan, it isn't yo-yo. So Duncan, top brand, $1. Love the images. And then you've got even more yo-yo fun on the back. It shows you a little bit about how to use your yo-yo. And then you can get a giant book of Duncan yo-yo tricks. So yeah, this one is really cool. This one is awesome. But then you're also going to get this one, new in package. These guys have never been opened. So I just thought in a vintage store display, how cool would these look? But of course, if you've got a young grandson, someone that wants to learn how to yo-yo, you can totally open these and use them because things were meant to be used. But I think the packaging is kind of cool. So I like things on their card. This one's a Duncan tournament yo-yo. And I love the little guy with his first place tournament ribbon and the little ribbons on the yo-yo itself. This one's blue. It's got the same, if it's Duncan, if it's not Duncan, it isn't yo-yo. And then on the back, you've got forward pass. So it shows you a little bit more. I love little guy yo-yoing. I think he's great. Now, I don't know if at one point something happened here and this was cut off. It does appear to be that way, but somehow it's still sealed and the package has never been opened. So I don't really know if that's how this was meant to come, but it does have its package. So I'm assuming that's how it came in the factory. But I think these are so cool, and they've got their little hang tags. So you're getting these two in the lot. But wait for this. You are also getting the art of yo-yo playing. Look at that. Genuine Duncan yo-yo. 10 cents, this little book of tricks. And on the back, there's all kinds of cool images. Look at that Art Deco yo-yo trophy. Is that not cool? Skyscraper. Love it. All the little yo-yo stickers and imagery on the back. Yo-yo hats. Come on now, that's cool. And the bicycles. And then on the inside, and you know, this has a little bit of wear. It's been around since 1950 is the copyright date on this. But it has all of your yo-yo images on the inside, and it teaches you a little bit of history of yo-yoing. So if you want to read about that, you've got more cool images of kids yo-yoing. And then it shows you all of these really fun yo-yo tricks. So you can learn these tricks and impress your friends at your next dinner party. Or if you get tired of family at Christmas, you can bring out a yo-yo and bring everybody together. But I just think that this is just so fantastic. So look at these little guys. Aren't they great? Oh, I love it. The intermediate tricks that you can learn. So this book is, let's see how many pages there are. Oh, this one's called The Dog Bite. Isn't that fun? It doesn't have numbered pages, but I would say there's quite a few pages in here with great images. So you're getting both yo-yos and the yo-yo book. These can be yours with the fabulous images. That's just $11 a yo-yo. So it's $35 for all by giving me number 30. $11 each. That's $35 total for all by giving me number 30 for the awesome yo-yos.
I love the blue aqua one.
Yeah, this one is everything, guys. That one is just so cool. So
Colors are amazing.
Great. And they're new in their package, which is just everything. All right.
See, with my luck, I'd hit myself in the head with a yo-yo if I tried to do some kind of trick.
Yeah, I totally would. I would definitely hit my... Wait, Denise says she won a Duncan yo-yo contest?
She did, yeah.
That's so cool, Denise. That's amazing. Okay. My next item is the set of, it's a choice. You can get either.
Oh, the aqua.
The aqua is amazing. These are Bakelite, and they are just fantastic ashtrays. Of course, you know, nowadays you can use ashtrays for storing anything. You can put your brooches in here, your change. It's a great little dish as you're walking out the door, but the font on these are wonderful. And this company, American Export Company, they were out of New York, and they were the leading flagship company for shipping things from the East Coast to the Mediterranean. They started in 1919 and they ended in 1977. Now, I know Bakelite stopped being used in around the 40s due to the war. So I'm not exactly sure how old these are, but I do know that you never see the aqua color in the Bakelite. And then you've got this maroon red, which is just amazing. So I've got both of these ashtrays available. and they are really good colors. They are 5 inches in size, and they are $24 each. So if you're interested in them, it will be item number 29. So $24 each, item number 29 if you're interested in these, and you can pick your color.
That aqua one is just everything.
I've never seen another aqua like that.
That color is just exquisite.
I think the color's everything. All right, I see you, Carly. Now let me know. You can take both, or you can have just one. Let me know what you want.
I honestly think the red and that green, that aqua color go well together.
I do too.
No pressure, Carly. I'm just saying they look good together.
I think they're a super killer pair. And, you know, they've lived a life together.
They have.
All right. So, Carly, we will see which one you want. We've got the aqua. So this one. And then we have the red. Yep. Sure we do. So red. This is a kind of a maroon red. It's reading red on camera, but it is more maroon. And then you've got this amazing aqua as well. And I did clean this, but, you know, it was an ashtray in its former life. So it's, you know, been around the block. And then they've got their little rubber bits on the back. So there you go. Oh, Salty Croc, your dad wants the yo-yos. Fantastic.
But Isabel D came in and asked about them first.
Oh, okay. So Isabel D, yes. You can have the yo-yos. Is that the right order of things, Benny?
That's what I'm seeing on my tablet. That's what popped up first. And
I'm sorry, Salty Isabel did claim them first. So yes, you may have the yo-yos, Isabel. And then I've got the aqua one going to Carly. So Carly, that one's headed your way. So the red one is still available. All right. That's my 2, Vinny.
Okay. So this is really cool. Let me tell y'all something. This has got rust and crust galore on it, but it's still really cool. This is an Ivan's spiced wafers tin.
Ooh.
Like I said, it's got rust and crust galore, but it's still really cool to display nonetheless. Now, it looks like somebody used this as, let me see if I can read it out loud. It looks like it says rubber hair tips. So I guess somebody used this to display stuff in, or to store stuff. So it looks like I put this on here so that way, there we go. So I'm going to flip it up. It looks like there's some old cardboard in there. I can dispose of that if anybody is interested in this. Of course, I don't know when this is from, but it's definitely got, oh no, I'm sorry. This does have a year on it. It's from 1923.
Oh, that's a great can.
So this is over 100 years old for it to be in this, I guess, for it to be in the shape that it's in, it's pretty good despite it being rough. It's a cube shaped tin. So it's, you know, of course, going to be the same all around. So let me go ahead and measure it. So it's about 5 inches. So probably 5 inches all around. And because of the condition, I priced it accordingly. This tin is $10 and it's number 22. $10, number 22 for the 1923 Ivan's spiced wafer tin. Copyrighted 1923. I love that it still has the little latch on it, so you can lock her up. Oh, at least attempt to lock it back up. But yeah, that's really cool. Again, $10, number 22 for that, if anyone is interested. Oh, the cat's making funny noises again. What was my other item? Did I not have my other item? I feel like I put it right in front of my face and it's there and it's not, and then Story of my life. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's do another ephemera piece because I think someone's going to really like this. So this is another really fun advertising piece. This says this is for Gates Rubber Company that was located in Denver, Colorado. Here's the back. So you open it up and it looks like it gives you ads for the different products that the company offered. Let's see if it'll focus if I bring it up closer. But then, does it have a date on it? Nope, those are just product numbers. Then it opens up to this. Katie, are you on mute?
Oh, I am on mute. I hit the mute button.
Oh,
I was like, this is amazing.
I was like, did something happen to the sound? Is my phone going out of whack again? But yeah, this is really fun. And it looks like it still has the little paper in it. So you could send in your order for whatever it is you wanted.
Oh, that's so cool.
So it is, it's in good shape for what it is. No rips, a couple of bends in the corner there, but with old pieces, you got to expect that. If you're interested in this, I know it's right here. This is only $5 and it's number 15. $5, number 15 for the Gates Rubber Company pamphlet / mail-in order fold out.
I love that it says hardware on the top. That is so cool.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Yeah, that is wonderful.
All right, and those were my two, so it is back to you.
All right. So I see Nick's in the chat. Welcome, Nick. And because Nick's in the chat, I had to bring this item next because I just think it's so cool. This is a 1930s London illustrated news.
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever seen these, but they are really cool. This is from October 3rd, 1931. And the images, the graphics, everything in here is just such a wonderful treasure trove.
Oh.
And look at the back. I mean, just alone, this advertisement would look super cool framed. But inside is just beyond incredible. Now, there's some foxing and somewhere around the corners, because this is from 1931. But let me show you the inside here. So I want to show you some of my favorite images. And if you saw the preview, you guys might have seen some of these. But look at this little lovely lady. This is for British Consul Cigarettes, which I think she is just so awesome. There's a little chess game that you can play on the inside. And this is a larger size magazine. So this is kind of your life type size. And then let me show you this in here. Now, look at this car. Oh my gosh. The Olympia Stand 113. How awesome is that? And then the images over here where you've got for dainty tables, use Cerbos salt. I love that. Oh, just the ads in here are everything. I'll show you a few more ads just so you guys can see just the scope of how cool this magazine is. Now, this you can absolutely use for junk journaling. I personally would just love to sit and read this with my coffee in the morning. Look at that elephant with the light bulb. Is that not just so cool? For awesome strength and quality. And there's a couple of other really amazing ads in here. So, of course, tons of car type stuff. This is for Rolls-Royce. And look at the hood ornament on that. That is sexy hood ornament. And then you've got the motor exhibition. Look at how deco that image is. That is just, all these old images just really catch my attention. And in the front, there's quite a bit. There's a lot of articles in here, things that you can read. There might be a few pages that have some issues, but overall pretty good. Love this. Strain time is beginner time. And then you've got the little candlestick phone, which I love, and the man in the tie. And this is for Vinegar's Food. So there's just all kinds of ads, fantastic articles. You could lay this open and easily do a flat lay on top. Look at all that. Just a little sneak peek of some things. This one says, if I designed that car myself, it couldn't suit me better. And you've got men with pipes. So anyway, just a little sneak peek of all the cool stuff that's inside of this magazine. And if you would like this London news, it can be yours for $18 by giving me number 4. $18, number 4 for the 1931 London news with fabulous graphics and fonts and images and just everything that we love from yesteryear. Yep, really
That
cool.
is really cool.
Isabel, that is coming to you. Congratulations. You will love that. I know, isn't that cool? So there you go.
And hello to everyone that is here. I'm sorry, StreamYard doesn't let us make comments anymore through the streaming service. It's weird. We're not ignoring you. I promise you. It's just we can't. I don't want to interrupt Katie and vice versa. So I wish we could make comments again on StreamYard, but unfortunately, it's beyond our control. So I've been waving to you. I hope you're seeing it. You can't see me mouth who I'm waving to, but.
Okay, so I see Gabby's in the chat, and she might be interested in some more magazines, and I do have one more, so I'll just go ahead and bring it for anyone that missed out on it. This one's in a little bit rougher conditions. I do want to say that, but this is early. This is probably from the 20s, I would imagine. Yeah, 1920. And this one has some beautiful imagery inside. Now, keep in mind, this is a piece that's, got a little bit of wear, but it is from 1920, and some of the images in here are wonderful. The paper is that really old, fragile type paper, but if you're going to cut it up and junk journal with it, perfect. I mean, this really needs to be saved, and if it can be preserved, even in a junk journal, I'd be happy. This is the kind of thing I couldn't let see be thrown away, and the images were so amazing that I had to bring it. So this is a great advertisement for Gold Dust on the back. So if you're interested in all of these old packaging items, come on, look at that with the cupboard. It's just amazing. And then on the front, you've got these adorable little women and beautiful imagery here with the trees. Now, I'm going to carefully open this because I want to just give you a sneak peek of some of the stuff inside. But look at this here. Rubber goods, and this is for an atomizer, and look at this fabulous little lady on the side.
Oh
yeah, there are some wonderful images in here, guys. Great advertising, fantastic articles, and it's just so fun. That London Times, Gabby, was from October 3rd, 1931, and this is from 1920. And I can't quite, it's made it in New York. I think it was May 1st, this one. But there is just all kinds of wonderful car imagery. Look at these Columbia batteries in here. Look at that, guys. I mean, isn't this fabulous? Oh
man.
Yeah, this is just chock-a-block full of stuff. Now, there's one other ad. Well, here, let me show you this one. And then there's one other ad. This is for Hoover vacuums. Isn't that cool? There's a big full-page advertisement in here. If I can carefully find it for you guys. Yep, here it is. This is what really made me want this magazine, was for Goodyear tires. And it's got the old Goodyear logo at the bottom. So I just thought that was fabulous. So this magazine, it's rough, but it is a treasure trove of vintage ad. Really beautiful things in here, and you can have the Christian Herald from 1920 for just $12. It's got to be saved. $12, number 31, if you're interested in this, and it is absolutely incredible. Really great images in here. All right. And I see Isabel for that one. Congratulations, Isabel. I am so glad you're saving that from being thrown away because I think that's amazing. And those are my two.
All right. Let's switch us over. All right. So apparently I figured out that the other item I was going to sell the last round was right by my water tumbler. I had to shake my head at myself. So this is a really cool little plastic vial. This is for the General Cement Company. It looks like there are some dial cable cords.
Ooh, that's cool.
And it even has some of the cable cords in it. Which, of course, if you do not want, I will dispose and just send you the empty vial. It is plastic, and it does have some wear and tear. But, you know, what do you expect from an old Cheese Louise vial? So if you would like this piece, and by the way, the font of the lettering on here is what sells the piece, I think. Very cool advertising. This vial is only $6, and it's number 11. $6, number 11 for the General Cement, which was in Rockford, Illinois. Dials, cables, and cords. It's a little bit worn, but it's still really cool nonetheless.
I love the font on that so much.
Oh, I do too. Again, $6, number 11 for the General Cement dial, cables, and cords. Alrighty. Oh, so these are really cool. I don't know if we would classify these as industrial or Art Deco, but I thought they would be cool for the sale. It's the salt and pepper shakers in a little metal caddy. And I like them because they stay safely in the caddy until you take them out, almost like they're clipped in, so you won't have to worry about them falling out. They have a red top, which I think is great for Christmas time. Try to get them to focus. There we go. That's better. Kind of like a ruby red top. And like I said, they clip right in, so you don't even have to worry about them falling out or anything. I think everything is okay. Take the lids off. Yep, no cracks or chips on this one. The lid off that one. And this one is the same, and the lids are in good condition as well. Yeah, they do look like motorcycle lights, don't they? So for the set of salt and pepper shakers, it's going to be $15, and it's number 20. $15, number 20 for the salt and pepper shakers and their caddy.
I like that they clip in because, you know, a lot of times those fall out and you're always worried about it.
Right. And it looks like Karen K takes those. Thanks, Karen. They're yours. And I believe those were my two this round.
All right. Now, this item is totally inspired by Nick, who's in the chat. We love rulers and industrial things and old display cases. And I am really thrilled that I can bring this to the sale. I've actually had this in my personal collection for a while, and I was redoing my gallery wall. And I thought, you know, it's time to pass this along to someone that would appreciate it and enjoy it because I just don't have the right space for it. So I think this is just totally cool. This is a number 3045 quarter size rule case. And it is so cool because all the little dividers for all your rules. And then, of course, you know, if you collect miniatures or you do anything with smalls, you could probably get very little things inside of here. But this is just a great little addition to any type gallery wall. Or what Nick does, who's in the chat, is he will lay items on this for flat lays. I think, I didn't measure, but I think small dice would probably fit in here. Yes, I can do an offer up on this, Gabby, if that's okay with any.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay.
just can't put start or stop because they can't type.
Oh, I can probably do that. So on the back, this has a little hook for hanging. So I've already got one of those sawtooth hangers on it. And then I also have 2 magnets. Now you can take the magnets off, but I had this at one time magnetized up vertically like this to my lockers in my office. And then I also have since had it hanging in the gallery wall. So it is versatile on the back for any ways you want to hang it. But I just glued these on so they will come right off on the corners, the magnets, if you're interested in taking those off. But I will say, having this hung on the gallery wall with the magnets, they act as little bumpers against the wall, and they do work really nicely. So this is about 15 inches long, and it is about 7¼ inches wide. And I'm sorry, I should have started the offer up, but this is starting at $20 in the chat for anyone that's interested in this. And I think my phone just died, Benny, so unfortunately I can't type that in.
I put it in.
Got it. Thank you. Yep. So this is $20, and it does have on the top, it says it's a number 3045 quarter size rule case. And then you've got all of your numbers where I'm assuming the rulers would have gone on the bottom. And I just love how worn they look. You know, you can see the old stamps. And then over here, you've got like 4½ inch, 3½ inch, 1 1/2. So, you know, it's fun. And then you've got even more numbers on the side. So I just think the way that this is laid out is really cool. And it's probably a pretty neat little piece that you're not going to find again. And it's not overly large like a lot of store displays. So this is fantastic for any type of little vintage gallery wall you're doing, because you've got the option to hang it this way or vertically, and it doesn't take up a lot of room. Okay, so I see Gabby at 20, so we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. So we'll see who grabs that. But I think that's a really cool piece. I see that sold. So I do believe that is going to Gabby for $20. Is that what you see, Benny?
That's what I see. Yep.
Right, Gabby, yay! That's cool. That is wonderful. Did I do 2, Benny? Or was that just the one that I had?
I think that was the one. See, I can't keep up, but I can remember that.
Okay, so my next item is a bit of vintage Christmas, and this is the last vintage Christmas I actually have. I don't find vintage Christmas very often down here, so when I was able to grab this a couple of weeks ago, I was just like so thrilled about it, because I just never see vintage Christmas here. So this is kind of rare for Florida. I think a lot of people move, you know, from wherever they come from, like Missouri and such, and they get rid of all of it before they move here and retire. So you would think there's actually a lot of it, but there isn't. So what you're getting is this really fantastic box of Noma lights.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. And these are the kind with the little Bakelite. I think they're Bakelite bulbs on the bottom. And now this box does have some writing on it. I don't know if someone was trying to calculate like how many strands they would need, but there's obviously a little bit of history there, because someone has done their math on this Noma box, which I love. And the images on the front are great. Now, I do want to point out on the side, there's a little bit of wear, you know, but you could easily tape the side shut. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to mess up the graphics going around the outside. And it says, no more searching for burned out lamps. Each 120-volt Mazda lamp burns independently. So, meaning that probably this is not a series circuit. It is a parallel, which is really different for Christmas lights because series circuits, one goes out, they all go out. I'm assuming that's what that means, but I'm not sure. And then you've got this flip up panel, which is just amazing. So if you're doing a vintage Christmas display, having this with the flip up panel, all the lights inside are present and accounted for. They've got their Bakelite plugs. Now, I have not tested these. I don't know that they work. All the bulbs are there. Everything's in their housings. And they've got the little, I believe, these are wood, but the plugs are Bakelite. But they've got their little bulbs on the end there. So this is a really fantastic piece of packaging with all the bulbs inside. Vintage Christmas, straight, I believe, probably out of the 40s. Whoop. And it is just a wonderful size box. It's pretty long, but this should be still something that's not too expensive to ship. So if you would like the Noma 15 light Mazda light box, they could be yours for $25 by giving me number 39. $25, number 39 for the awesome bit of vintage Christmas. And I just think this is everything with all the lights inside. So good. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it.
Oh, shoot.
All right. And we will wait to see who grabs that. Smalls, congratulations. That is coming your way. You're going to love that, Smalls. And I think those are my two, Vinny.
Oh, boy. I'm so sorry. I'm yawning up a storm over here.
That's okay.
All right. If you see another one of me pop up, I'm sorry. It was closed down on me. All right. We're moving from the stage. There we go. Okay. So my first item is really cool, and you can keep this out all year. This is a Moxham National Bank thermometer.
Oh, Vinny, I'm still large.
Oh, geez. And here I am trying to show it while I'm really small. Oh, boy. I think I need to go to bed. All right, so here it is. Moxham National Bank. It's in pretty good shape overall, I would say. I think the thermometer's still there. It says made in US. It says something CA temp. Let me show you all the back. I mean, it's pretty clean, I would say. And this measures about 11.5 inches long. Ooh. Boy. Okay. So if you were interested in this piece, again, this looks great all year with the white and the black. And if you collect advertising thermometers, this would be a great one to have in your collection. This is going to be $15, and it's number 18. Ooh, this is why I need to clean off this desk. I've got too much stuff on this desk. $15, number 18 for the Moxham National Bank thermometer. Made in US. Okay. And the next thing that I want to offer you, and I think I totally put this in here backwards, is a John Deere Forage Harvester Operator's Manual, and I believe that this is from 1969, based on what I saw online. So here it is. Love the green and the yellow together. That's a great color combo. Let's see if it shows any really cool imagery. It's just basically like just to show you what to do with said machine if you have it. Oops, and something just fell out of it. What is this? Oh, this is a pre-delivery checklist. Unused. So that's cool. Now, I did look this up just to see what it was selling for. One did sell for, I think, about $21, and the other one, I think, sold for, I think, $15. I think 15 is a little bit more reasonable for this. So I am selling it for that. So if you would like the John Deere forage harvester operator's manual from, I believe, circa 1969, this can be yours for $15, and it's number 2 if you're interested. $15, number 2 for the John Deere forage harvester operations guide if you're interested.
That's some really cool imagery there.
Oh, I didn't show the back. I should have shown the back too.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Right. So those were my 2 this round.
Okay. Telephones, anyone? I've got some really cool rotary phones to bring to the sale today. This is a model 500, I believe. And this is not General Electric. What am I saying? Western Electric Bell Systems phone. The cool thing for me about this is a local piece. So it has a Jacksonville 904 area code on the little dial, which I just love. It is in the black. I believe this is probably Bakelite. Love these little old phones. Of course, I'm a big fan of the Telephone Museum in St. Louis. So anytime I can pick up a rotary phone, well, I think it's just fantastic. So the Western Electric Company was in business from 1869 to, I believe, 1984 when the Bell system dismantled. And then the first Bakelite housing was invented on phones in 1931. And the touch tone phones did not come out until 1963. So I think that this is probably from the 50s, this particular Bakelite phone, but I do want to show you something kind of cool about it. If you take off the handset on the phone, you can try to figure out when these are from. Now, this one does have a date here of 1979. But I don't think that this is from the 70s, one, because of the model of the phone, but oftentimes these would be replaced, and the phone company would come and still replace the components. So it's possible that this component was possibly replaced at some time. But I think the black is just an absolute classic model of a phone. It has its cord, so of course you could plug it in and get it working if you wanted to. It's got its rotary dial. This is just really hard to show on a live because I don't have a platform to set it on. But I do want to show you how easily the dial itself works. So if you want to teach your grandkids how to dial a phone at Christmas, or have a Santa telephone, which I saw in an antique store recently and thought was the most brilliant idea ever. They had a Santa calling station for the kids with one of these old rotary phones. I think that's a brilliant idea. Or you just want something cool for your vignettes, displays to put on your desk at work, to have something really unique, or you can actually get it working. I think this is a cool piece. It's in fabulous condition. No chips, no issues to the housing, just some light scratching. And this is very clean and works extremely well. But this has been untested as far as hooking it up if you still wanted to use it. But I think these are fabulous. So if you would like this wonderful black rotary phone, it can be yours for $25 by giving me number 27. $25 by giving me number 27. Just fabulous. I love these so much. I think they're great. And the fact that you can pick them up and carry them.
That's very cool. I love the old phones.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I love it.
I was lucky a few months ago to score an aqua one like I wanted, a blue one for a really good deal.
Aqua one. I think I still have an aqua one, which is cool.
Yeah, somebody said it's crazy to know that many of the younger generations have never held a phone in their hand that had a landline, right?
Yep.
I think we're the last generation to have that.
To have a landline. I remember we had this phone when I was growing up that was a landline. It was absolutely crazy, and I don't know what was wrong with it, but every time the phone would ring, the downstairs phone would go like an alarm clock. It was very loud, and the only way to shut up that phone was to go actually pick it up, turn it off, and then you had to answer the phone on another line.
Oh my gosh.
But I remember that phone. And then my brother he built in computer class one of those 90s clear phones. And we had it hooked up in the hall and between our two bedrooms. And so we kind of shared the phone. And I could still see my brother sitting outside my door on the floor with his little clear phone talking to his friends.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, I'll never forget that. Okay, so I've got another smaller phone if you're interested in phones. Now, this one is a touch tone phone. I think it's a little bit newer, but it is absolutely so cute and demure. It is only 6 inches in size, so it is perfect if you have a grandchild that wants to play telephone, but you don't want a big phone. Or you could actually get this hooked up and working. I believe that this one is Bluetooth. Quite possibly. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you could get it hooked up somehow that way. But this is really cool. It's a very small black touch tone telephone. It is little. I mean, to show you in size comparison, hang on, let me hold up this phone. Look, it is little. And I've never seen the little tiny version. I've never seen the tiny touch tone. I don't know anything about this particular phone, but I just thought it was incredibly adorable. And it still has all of its, little things on the bottom. So you can get this hooked up and working, but the little receiver is just so adorable and cute. So if you love miniatures, this is not like super, super tiny, but it's pretty tiny. So it would fit in with a miniature collection really easily. And I just think it's adorable. So if you would like this little small phone, never seen another one, it can be yours for $25 by giving me $25, number 28. It is so cute and little. Look at the receiver. The receiver is like tiny. I love it. It made me happy when I bought it. So I had to bring it along. That's
cool. I like that. I feel like that's almost like the portable version of like a cell phone back then, to a degree. Like travel, like you could take it with you if you wanted to. It's so tiny.
Well, my dad had a business partner that actually had one of those car phones, and he made the company pay for it by saying it was so important that he could make business calls. But what he really did with it in reality was he would try to impress the ladies. So anytime they'd go to a business meeting, he'd like carry around the phone or pick up the phone and like call just random people and chat to look important.
I mean, that was pretty high tech for the 90s. It really was.
It was, and expensive too. Yeah, very cute gift for a child for Christmas.
It would. They could learn how to use a phone.
Yeah, it would be a good tactile thing.
No kidding. Instead of all the touch screen phones, which granted are good, but nothing wrong with getting back to the basics.
Yeah, and it's good for kids to get out and actually physically play with things and not just look at a screen, I think,
Yeah,
all
for
right.
Sure.
Those are my 2 items, and we'll move on to you.
So this was really cool. I bought this. If you watched my premiere of 3 Floors of Treasure and $300 Later video, this is just let me take my price tag off of it. The plastic is still on this item, so I think the tag adhered to this plastic. There we go. Got it. So this is, let me first show you all who it's made by. It's made by General, made in US. And it's this mirror. I have no idea what its purpose was for originally. It almost looks like you're holding a selfie stick.
I wonder if that's for cars, like to get in around the engine and stuff.
It very possibly could. And it even extends a little bit too. I thought somebody could use this maybe in a display or something, or it extends both ways. So you can, this part right here moves up, and then you can extend it this way too, which is very convenient. I thought that'd be a neat piece to put with like medical stuff, or yes, even car stuff like Katie had mentioned, because that's probably what this very well could have been used for. Oh God. Gabrielle said looking up skirts. Oh my God. You know, I guarantee you some pervert back then did that.
Yep.
That wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
Or use it to check your hair in the back when you can't, you know, see when you're getting ready in the morning. Like, that's actually pretty useful.
Now, I do want to mention, it does have the original plastic on the back of it. But there is a little bit of rust. It might be hard to see because it's, but again, there's a little bit of rusting, I guess, just due to age. And there's rust on the front here. I don't want there to be any surprises. But again, I think it would still display really nicely. Or heck, if you wanted to use it, you absolutely could. And if you would like the general mirror, it is $12 and it's number 13. Do what you were meant to do. There we go. $12, number 13 for the general USA mirror. I believe I see Cheryl Hoskins for that. Thank you, Cheryl. It is yours. I hope we get some good use out of it. And then my next item, this is really cool. This is another manual. So this is a Norton No. 2 hydraulic universal tool and cutter grinder manual. I'm not sure how old it is, but it is very, very neat. And this is what initially attracted me to it and what came with it. It's like a silver metallic-y looking pamphlet that comes with it. See the reflection, the reflective looking thing.
Oh, that is so good.
So that's really cool. So that comes with it. This was distributed by Lee Valley McLeod Inc. in Elmira, New York. Phone number 6166. So you know that has some age to it. But here's the main pamphlet here.
So deco.
I know. Right. Here's the back.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that cool? So essentially, it's like a bundle deal. You're going to get both of these because they go together. And I believe, yep, here it is. So if you want the Norton machinery guides, they are $8, number 23. $8, number 23 for the Norton machinery guides. Probably from, what, the 30s maybe? 20s or 30s?
Yeah, I would think so. That's a honking piece of machinery right there.
You know that probably weighs as much as an elephant or two.
Yeah.
Especially by today's standard.
Yeah.
So again, $8 for both, number 23.
I love that.
So cool. And KP says 30s. All right. So we were right on the money with that one. All right. I think those were my two for that round. So it's back to you.
All right. Well, I've got a really neat piece of packaging here. I love this because it's got a Bulldog graphic on it. I actually have one of these, and I found another one at an estate sale recently, and I just couldn't pass it up because I love being able to bring stuff like this to the sale. This is what makes my heart happy. So this is a Bulldog steel wool piece of packaging. Now, it is missing its top.
Oh,
but the
my gosh.
Aren't they wonderful? Made in Canada. Bulldog is a company you'll find that makes a lot of different household products. this particular can, I say can, but it's cardboard. I don't see come up for sale very often, but I love the images on this. It still has some of its steel wool inside and bits of the box that have come undone. But I think this is wonderful. And then you've got images on the side where you show how you use these. So kitchen utensils, cleaning and polishing, great vintage graphics. I just love. And I love how they spelled labor. I think that's wonderful. All Canadian labor. So this is a great piece of packaging, red and green, perfect for Christmas time if you're doing your themed colored displays. And also just awesome if you love Bulldogs and you love vintage graphics. I think this is great. 10 inches tall, this measures by about 4.5 inches in size. And this can be yours for just $12. $12 by giving me number 34. And there's a little Bulldog too on the side. So he's got great graphics all the way around this particular piece.
Yeah, that's incredible. I've never seen that.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is definitely a good one. In English and French. I love that, Joan Plavier. Yep. So this one is $12, number 34 for the awesome packaging.
Yeah, that's very different. I don't think I've ever seen that before, ever.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Okay. And then the next item that I have is a little, if I don't drop it, a lot of tins. And every time I see these, I have to pick them up because, again, it's the graphic for me that draws me in, and I love these shoe polish tins. So I've got this Bootmaster polish. It's in fabulous shape. I love the horse graphic on this. I think that's what really drew me to this particular can. And I would say this is probably from the 70s, would be my guess on age on this. But it's just wonderful. And then this one comes also with a friend. You'll be getting the snowproof, weatherproofing tin that reconditions leather. I love the little moon with the clover and the horseshoe. That logo to me is so good. Usually when I find the snowproofing cans, they've got some wear to them, but this one's in excellent condition. And it does still have its snowproofing stuff inside. Same with the Bootmaster. There's still some things inside as well. So this is, I think, really fantastic. Tom McCann was a huge shoe retailer in the 60s and beyond. Very good to know, KP. So these are a wonderful little bit of packaging that you can put into your displays. And if you would be interested in these, you can have the snowproofing tin and the boot polish for just $18 for the pair. $18 for the pair by giving me number 40. Number 40, $18 if you're interested. That's who made the Bootmaster polish. Yeah, it says that right here, but that's really cool information about that company. See, I like researching that kind of stuff. So I think that's fun. All right. And those are my two.
Okay. Forgive me if I yawn. Yes, I'm getting very fatigued for some reason. I have no idea why.
We had a long week.
Yeah, I'm still playing catch up on sleep. Okay. So I'm having a hard time deciding which one of these I want to show first. We'll just go ahead and do this one. Take my tag off. All right, this is awesome. This is a Sanford's ink eraser.
Love that.
Now, of course, it does have rust and crust and such on it because, this is old. I don't think it has a year or anything on it. But I love the font of the lettering on the Sanford Manufacturing Co. on the back. So the orange and the white I thought would be great for Halloween. And I know that holiday is past, but it never hurts to have stuff for said holiday even after the fact.
Yep.
So you can't open it, I don't think. No, it's pretty tight. I don't want to attempt to. Yeah, we're not going to attempt to open that. But of course, you got to expect, because it's rusty and crusty, but it's still very cool nonetheless. This piece, if you'd like it, it's $12 and it's number 9. $12, number 9 for the Sanford ink eraser. Love the colors on that. Is neat. Okay, my next item. This is really, really cool. This is a McCormick's Old English toffee tin.
Ooh, that's gorgeous.
It says pure, delicious, and tasty. Now, I do want to note it is not perfect by any means. There's dents and dings and whatnot. You can still, I just opened it yesterday. There we go. It does open up. So you can store stuff in here, maybe some tea or maybe coffee pods if you wanted to use it. Love that. I will say I think the back is in better shape than the front, per se. But it still displays nicely. So if you are interested in the English toffee tin, it is $15 and it's number 10. $15, number 10 for the Old English toffee by McCormick's. It's a very unique. I've never seen this before. All right. So those were my two this round, I believe.
Very cool images. Oh, I love these old tins. And speaking of old tins, I've got a pretty cool one. This is for Denstone dental paste. And this is a very large,
Ooh.
which I love because the display possibilities of this are endless. It's large and in charge. Now, it does have some rust to it. And, you know, it's got a little bit of rust on the top, but it's got its white plastic handle. It does open up. And let me show you the inside. So it's pretty clean on the inside for its age, you know, not perfect on the lid by any means, but anything that you wanted to store in here, you totally could do that. I wouldn't necessarily use it for kitchen items, but if you have like, I don't know what else you could put in this related to like bathroom or bedroom, you could definitely do that, or things that you want to keep kind of tucked away by a side table, but you don't want to have out. So, you know, think about remotes could be really cool in here. You could probably fit, I don't know, CDs. I'm just thinking of all kinds of items that you may not want out on the table, but you could put in here and it would make a pretty cool little storage container. I love the graphics on this with the little hatch lines, I think is great. This is made by the Modern Materials Company out of St. Louis, and it does have a 2-digit zip code. So this is probably late 40s. They started the 2-digit zip code in 1948. That was for large cities, I think, like St. Louis, LA, New York, those kinds of things. We didn't get the 5-digit zip code until 1963. So this definitely dates that between that period of time. But I think the yellow color is very cheery. I love the green and the blue. It's a good size. I don't know if I told you guys what its size was, but it's about 8 1/4 inches tall. And you can definitely stack stuff on top, which is one of my favorite things to do with tins. And this fabulous little canister can be yours for just $20 by giving me number 35. $20, number 35 for the Modern Materials Denstone can. Yeah, I love the M too on the Modern. I think
that'd be a good beach house tin.
Oh, totally, because of its colors.
Mm-hmm. The red, the yellow, the blue, and the green.
And if you have a display of like vintage dental things or dental cabinets, this would be really cool inside. So
that would be awesome.
I like that can a lot. Okay, my next tin is a whole little lot of goodies, and I love opening a tin and seeing what's inside because it kind of reminds me of my grandma's cookie tin with sewing needles and different bits and bobs inside. It's just kind of a happy something and finding a bunch of surprises inside. So this is for the Curite tape slicing.
Ooh.
Really good graphics. It does have a little bit of wear because, you know, it's been around a hot minute. But the green I thought would be exceptional for Christmas if you're doing kind of a color theme. And then you're going to get everything inside of this tin. And this I kind of like too because it's square. You know, it's not your typical canister. But what you're getting inside is you are getting 2 boxes of these map tacks, which I love because they're in this really neat orange color. And they still have the tacks inside. Plastic heads and needle points. So map tacks, you're getting these, and there's 2 little containers of the map tacks inside. You're going to get the cobbler nails, which I love the little images on this cardboard tin. You'll be getting some Benjamin Moore lamp black paint, but I love this tube, and I know this is kind of crazy because it's like an old tube of paint. You're thinking, what do you do with this? Just the images on here from yesteryear and old tubes make me incredibly happy. So I had to include this guy. And yes, he's kind of fermented a little bit, but he is great. And he'd be so cool on a flat layer if you have like a little artist studio. So I loved him. I couldn't leave him out. And then you have this, which is a replacement gramophone pickup needle cartridge in this really cool mid-century mint green color. So you are getting all of these things and they fit neatly inside this little tin. So I'll show you that they are perfect for shipping because everything will come to you all packaged up neatly in one little cool box and you get all the goodies inside. So they fit so perfectly together in this tin. And if you would like this tin, you can have it for $18 by giving me number 36. $18, number 36 for the Curite tape tin. Yeah, the green's really good. It's that good type of vintage green. Kind of almost like 40s green, which I love. Okay, so those are my 2.
All right. Okay, so my next item, this is really cool. This is, I'm able to move this without ruining it. Afraid of ripping the, okay, we're not going to do that. So this is called Chemtronics. It's non-inflammable tuner cleaner. It says Tune O Lube.
I love that.
I love the green and the black. I thought that was a really cool color combo.
I do too.
And what's even cool about it is it came with a free little stainless steel needle. And it looks like this was $1.98 back in the day. And it looks to be in good shape. I mean, of course, you got to expect a little bit of wear and tear due to the age of this piece, but the colors and the paper label are still in good condition. I thought this would be cool to put out at Christmas time because of the green, or even Halloween because of the green and black. If you're interested in this piece, it is $12 and it's number 28. $12, number 28 for the Tune O Lube, and it does still have stuff in it. I think this is like an aerosol can.
I've never seen that many, and I think the colors on that are so cool.
Oh, me too. I love it. Thanks. So next item is a really cool Cadweld Signal Bonds tin.
Ooh, that's cool. The cross.
Yeah, very cool. So this was made by the Electrical Railway Improvement Company in Cleveland, Ohio. I believe it opens. Yep, it sure does. Got its normal wear and tear. But this red color, I think, would be an excellent piece to have out at Christmas time. And if you are interested in this piece with its wear, tear, rust, and crust, this is or can be yours for $15, and it's number 5. $15, number 5 for the Cadweld Signal Bonds tin.
Oh, that's a great color.
I love this shade of red. I see Robert for that. Thank you, Robert. It is yours. I think those were my 2 this round.
All right. So I think this is my last round if I've calculated correctly, Vinny.
I think it'll be my last round too. I just have to remember what I didn't show. Yeah. Okay.
So my next 2 items are pretty fun, and it's another lot of shoe polish tins. I just love these, and anytime that I see the kiwi shoe polish, I think of Nate. Now, this one does have a barcode on the back, but I just think it is absolutely adorable. You could still use it. It has the shoe polish inside, and it is in the blue color, which I don't see a lot of, and the little kiwi on the front is just too cute. It does have its little readout. I don't like to bring things with barcodes, but I just thought he was adorable and had to come home. I had to rescue him. And then with him, you're also getting this fabulous Esquire tin.
Ooh.
Price tag on it. And then you've got the dapper little man with his top hat and cane, which I love about the Esquire logo. So good for Christmas. So you are going to get both tins here. And if you would like the kiwi and the Esquire, they can be yours for just $15 by giving me number 41. $15, number 41 for the kiwi and the Esquire. Really great little graphics there. Wow.
There's some great tins.
Use that on their white shoes. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, they are great tins. Okay. Now, my last item for tonight is this Kodak Brownie video camera. Now, this has some wear to it, and I'm not sure if it has all of its components, but I just think for display, this is fantastic. So it definitely has a little bit of wear. You can see where the metal has gotten wet, I think, over the years and kind of corroded a little bit. But on a little stack of books and a shelf in a movie room, I think this is just so cool, and it's really fun. It does. I don't know that this works anymore, but the dial does turn. So I did check that. I don't really know what else to particularly check on these old cameras other than all their knobs. This one appears to be maybe just a tad jammed. But again, oh, sorry, almost dropped it. That wouldn't be good. I just think the graphics on the front, and then, of course, the deco lines of it, kind of mid-century deco lines, and then the shape of it's just perfect for a little vignette. So this is really for display purposes if you like old cameras. And that brown color reminds me so much, kind of tan brown, of the video cameras that my grandpa had in his basement. So this video camera can be yours for just $15 by giving me number 38. $15, number 38 for the Brownie camera. I think it's very cool.
Excuse me.
Okay. Now, Vinny, do you want me to do a quick recap while you have me on the screen? Oh, hi, Frida. That will be yours. Fantastic.
So why don't I do my last round, and then we'll come back and we'll do the speed round. So I'll show my 2, and then you can come back for your speed, and then I'll do the my recaps.
Sure, Carly. Do you want just the horse one? If you want just the horse one, I'm happy to split up the tens. Yep. I can totally do that. Let me see. If you wanted just the horse one, I can do that for 10. If you want just the horse, just let me know. Just put horse 10 and I'll know what you want.
Ooh, excuse me.
Okay, Carly, that horse is coming to you.
Right. Way to go. All right, so my last two items. I have this really cool elastoplast adhesive bandage tin. I've never seen this before. It was made by Duke Laboratories Inc. On Long Island, New York. And this one is flat on the top, so you can store stuff on top if you want. I feel like there's something in here. I just don't know what. It's sealed up pretty. Oh, no, it opens. It's loosening. Maybe I can pry this open after the show and see what the heck's in here. Yeah, I won't attempt that now because I have a feeling if I do that, the lid's are going to come off and the insides are going to come flying out.
Oh, that's a cool.
So that's really, really cool. It looks like it wants to, it just won't. It looks like there's a small little hole at the top from the rusting. Right there, right where my finger is. But that doesn't take away from the really cool design of the graphics of the blue and the white. That's more like a cream white. Very cool. Even though there is a little bit of rust on the top. But that's the part you're not even going to see if you're going to use it as like a riser for something. So if you would like the Elastoplast bandage tin, you can have this for only $12, number 19. $12, number 19 for the Elastoplast adhesive bandage tin. Looks like it wants to come off. Okay. Okay. I'll mess with this after the show. All right. And it wouldn't be an industrial sale if I didn't have a clock to share. This is a Raven alarm clock. Me too, Carly. If I can pry it open, I will show you all what's in there. Now, I do want to mention, I think this was supposed to have a domed piece of glass on the outside, but unfortunately that has probably broke, or it's unfortunately no longer there. When I purchased this, the person on the tag said, or the vendor wrote on the tag that it didn't work. Well, I twisted the keys and it works. I pushed in the little knob on the back and it went off like at 2 o'clock in the morning last night. Thankfully, my mom's and dad's bedroom is literally like, it's deep, so you can't hear anything because it was loud.
I've had that happen to me when I first got my Moonbeam alarm clock, Benny. It started flashing and going off at like 4 in the morning. Scared the pants off of me.
Oh, it's the worst, especially when you don't expect it.
Yeah, those things are so loud.
I can't imagine how people stayed in bed with that thing.
No, I'd
back
be
in the day,
and with my coffee ready to go.
Oh, my coffee would have been flying if I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
So this clock was made by Columbia Time Products in LaSalle, Illinois, USA. It's gonna probably won't be able to see it, but it says it on the very bottom underneath the little lines that represent the minutes. It's white, it's like a creamy white, and of course it's gonna be. Let me take my price off of here. Oh, there it goes again. It's slowly ticking. So this is what the back looks like. But it was working. I don't know what they meant by this thing wasn't working because it works perfectly fine.
Maybe they just didn't know how to use a vintage alarm.
That's very possible. So if you would like the alarm clock without the glass by Raven, it is $15. And it is number 3. $15, number 3, for the Raven alarm clock without the glass. Love the look of that. And those were my 2 this round. So Katie, you can go ahead and do your recap.
All right. So I still have the Brownie Hawkeye flash camera available. This thing is super cool. Bakelite housing. Not sure if it works or not, but I mean, you can click down the side over here and the knobs do turn. So that was one of the things I learned from George about looking at cameras, is to start there, but I don't know a ton. But I just think for a display, this is super cool. Handles in excellent shape. And this can be yours if you're interested in it. Okay, hang on just a second. Let me find it. Here we go. For $20 by giving me number 37. $20, number 37 for the super cool Brownie Hawkeye flash camera. And it's got its flash. Oh, and let me show you the top because I think that's super cool. All the Kodalite stuff on the top is just awesome. Okay, so that is still available. I also have both rotary phones still available. So if you're interested in the black rotary, it is $25 and it is number 27. I have the small little demure, adorable, never seen one before, little tiny miniature rotary phone available. It is touch tone. See how small it is? Look, it's very little and cute. This is $25 by giving me number 28, if you're interested in that. I also have a Bakelite ashtray still available in the maroon color, although it's reading a little bit more red. And this was $24. Yeah, sorry, $20. I'm sorry about that. Misread my paper. $20 by giving me number 29. $20 by giving me number 29 for the red. That is also available. I have the Bulldog wool, which is also available for $12 if anyone's interested in this really cool piece of packaging. It is $12, number 34 for the Bulldog steel wool. It is missing its top, but it's fabulous. And I think that is about everything, guys. So if you see anything, oh, I see you, Old Hadley. That will be coming to you, Jeffrey. Congratulations. You will love that. That is a really cool piece of packaging. Okay. And yeah, I think, oh, and the Dinstone can is still available. So if you're interested in the large Dinstone can, this is $20 by giving me number 35. $20, number 35 for the awesome dental can, which I love. So that is everything, guys, that I have for you all tonight.
I did it.
You got it.
I got it open.
People were interested to know what was in this. Me too.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll show that at the recap now that I got it open. Okay. That's why I walked away. I have little screwdrivers, so I was like, let me see if I can pry it open. And lo and behold, I did.
Inside.
All right. So, okay. So this was claimed. This was claimed. This was not. Okay. So this was not claimed. This was. That. I have somewhat of a system. It's not a good system, but it's a system nonetheless.
System is better than nothing, right?
Yes.
And it's hard because I mean, Vinny knows he sells, and for me too. I mean, I'm working out of a small-ish office, And I don't have a ton of table space for larger items. And since I mainly sell jewelry, you know, that fits on my little side table, but I don't normally have larger items. So finding like where they can all go around me, I find challenging.
And my problem is I have enough space. I just cluttered it up.
Well, that's easy to do. Vintage multiplies.
Yeah, it procreates times like 100 in this house.
But that's
Okay.
fun. That's all fun.
All right. So in no particular order of what hasn't sold. Actually, this didn't sell either. So let me bring that out. This didn't sell either. Everything that's in here was claimed. So I'm just going to leave it all out as to not confuse myself, because Lord knows I do that a lot.
It's easy to do.
I tell you. All right. So first item that did not sell tonight is the blue moth. What are they? Not moth. I think it's a mothball holder. It's got a really nice shade of blue. You got like a navy, dark blue here, and then in the center, where the little holes, it's like a lighter blue. And that's a smaller one. It would ship easily, I think. These are this is $6, number 24, if anyone is interested. $6, number 24 for that one, if anyone is interested in that. And this would ship probably in a 6x6x6 box. It's very small, won't cost a lot to even with packaging material, would probably still go first class. I still have the 1923 Ivan's Spiced Wafers tin. Of course, this is rusty and crusty. Rubber hair tips is what somebody put in it originally. Here's what the inside looks like. This can come out, so if you don't want this, I can dispose of it, no problem. And because of its condition, I did price it accordingly. You know, given the fact that this is 101 years old and it's still around and still functional is amazing in itself. This is $10 and it's number 22. $10, number 22 for the Ivan's Spiced Wafers box.
I love that that kind of stuff just still exists. I mean, you
Right?
know, someone thought to save it. Now we get to be stewards of its history.
Exactly. It's so much fun to just be able to hold something that old. I also still have the Moxham National Bank thermometer for $15, and that was number 18. $15, number 18 for that. If you collect old thermometers, this would be a great one to add to your wall. And I did forget to mention at the beginning of our sale, if you do see something you're interested in watching the replay, you can always email us about it. Our emails are both down below in the description box if you want to check that out. And want to know the status of an item, you are more than welcome to email us and we can always send you an invoice for said item. Let's put this back in here. I still have the 1969 John Deere Forage Harvester manual. And that is $15, number 2. I did see one sell for about $21 and then one sell for $15. I felt $15 was a little bit more reasonable for that. So $15, number 2 for that, if you're interested. I also have the Norton's machinery guides. You get 2 of them for the price of 1. I love the metallic one. That looks like that. It's $8 for both of them, number 23. $8, number 23 for that one if you are interested. I also still have the hardware foldable pamphlet for $5, number 15. Gates Rubber Company. That was out of Delaware. Denver, Colorado, not Delaware. So it's 4 pages and it folds up like that. Just a neat little piece of ephemera. Again, that's $5, number 15 for that if you're interested.
Vinny, if no one claims that, I'll take that too.
You want that too? Okay.
I love that. I think that's so good.
Well, thank you for that. That'll be yours if nobody claims it. I have the General Cement dial cables and cords with the dials, cables and cords still in there. Of course, do expect wear and tear because this is an old plastic vial. This is $6, number 11. $6, number 11 for that if you are interested. I have the Pixel lint remover with the starburst on it, still in the box.
Gosh, that's so good.
And this is $12, number 6. $12, number 6 for that if you're interested. Where's my lid for that? Right in front of my face.
I lose my phone all the time. I set it around the house, and because it's black, it blends in with everything. So I'm constantly yelling, hey Siri, to try to find my phone. And sometimes it's just right in front of me.
I know, that's the story of my life. All right. So I still have this really awesome pink para-diachlorobenzene nuggets, aka moth crystals, in pink, black, and white. I love that color combo. Of course, it's going to have dents and dings, probably from something I did, minus, just it having age. Just love that color combo. And this is $12, number 16, if anybody is interested. $12, number 16 for that. I have cleaned it out. Put some baking powder in here to absorb the smell of the moth crystals. So if you wanted to open it up, hopefully it won't smell like moth crystals. Oh yes. The McCormick's Old English toffee tin. Dents and dings all around, but still really cool nonetheless with that medieval theme. This is $15 and it's number 10. $15, number 10 for that. Okay. And then I think Robert takes number 11. Thank you, Robert. It is yours.
Robert, that's a great grab.
Number 11. Number 11 was, what was number 11? That's really bad. Number 11. That's really bad. What was number 11?
I thought you just had number 11, no?
Did I?
Moncton?
That was number 16.
Oh, sorry.
Am I dreaming things? Daddy, what was number 11? Maybe it's this. Maybe it is this. Nope, that's number 24.
Bye, Jeffrey. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye, Jeffrey. Have a good Thanksgiving. Oh my God, what was number 11?
Suddenly now, I don't know.
That's really bad. I don't remember what number 11.
Cable cords container.
Oh my God. And it was right in front of me too.
I wasn't paying very good attention, apparently.
Clearly I wasn't either. All right. Well, Robert, thank you very much for that. Okay. Thank you. We got that squared away. That's ADD in a nutshell for you right there. Okay.
Well, it's hard when you have so many items and numbers and, it makes it all complicated. And I need to write down like you have the numbers on the actual item, because trying to find it on my little sale paper is hard.
It is. So I have the ICA Contessa cameras booklet, which I think is really cool. I love that it shows. I've got to be really careful with this thing because it is taped and it's slightly ripping from that. But look, you get images of old cameras like that in this booklet.
Oh, that's so good.
It's so good, and it would look great with old cameras and such. And this is $10, number 21. Oh, that's clearly not showing very well, but I don't want to stick it to the booklet. So $10, number 21 for the booklet. You're not removing me from the stage. $10, number 21 for that one. Okay. And then I have let's see. I have the Sanford's ink eraser. In orange, white, and hints of black. Again, it is rusty, but it is very cool to display nonetheless. $12, number 9. $12, number 9 for that one. And then everybody was eagerly anticipating what was inside this Elastoplast bandages tin. The tin is $12, number 19. And inside it, oh, are these even still in here? I think they are. So in here, it looks like we have some stainless steel hypodermic needles.
Oh.
And they're still in there.
Still there. That's remarkable.
Got those. This looks like I don't know what this thing is. Just says B&D on it.
I've seen those before, and I think they're for bandages.
I thought, now that I think about that, yeah, that makes sense. Bandages, so that was in here. It looks like we have some surgeon's blades for surgical handles, size 10. Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of little things in this container. It's like a Mary Poppins bag.
Right. Surgeon's blades. We've got some more needles. Surgeon's needles, full curved. F.A. Caution Co., New York. They were made in Germany.
Oh, wow.
And then there's a string with this Jaeger Bigelow plain catgut knob bowl. What in the world is this thing? It's got liquid in it.
Be careful with it.
I know. I don't want to drop it. Plain catgut.
What the heck?
What in the name of Betsy?
This is the random yet cohesive tin I have ever seen.
Yeah, exactly. Carly says it's old surgical suture. Oh, she says she works in surgery and still uses. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The kind of suture. Okay, this is interesting. This is all new to me.
Well, you need a
clearly I'm not in the medical field. Can you tell?
Well, Carly, you need a collection of medical things.
But then there's like I mean, I'm not kidding you. Like, I got to be really careful. I don't know what this is, but look, there's like a legit syringe in here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I probably should be really careful because I hope this stuff isn't used. But it says Yale Rustless BD23. Yeah,
wow.
that's
okay.
I mean, I never expected to find this stuff in here.
No, I would have thought there was like hardware parts or something.
And then there's a whole bunch of stitching thread.
Wow.
Well, this definitely held some surprises.
That is worth the wait of finding out what was in there. That's cool.
What else is it? It looks like one of the needles came out.
One fit.
There's a whole bunch of blades. Looks like there's a ring in here too. I don't know what this ring is. Yeah, there's blades, there's needles, there's all kinds of stuff. Yale, rustless. Yeah, that was definitely a surprise. All right, let's put all this back in here. You might want to, I'm not sure what to do with the, I wonder if these blades went in. I guarantee you they probably did. I just got to be really careful with them.
I think Carly would like that 10 penny.
Oh, did I miss it? I'm sorry. Yeah, Carly, if you want it, it's yours for 12. Number 19.
That's such a good deal. And I mean, all those things inside are so cool.
All right.
Especially since you work in that field, I think you could take this in and show everyone and they would be like, oh, this is so cool.
And they'd be like, oh, we still use that. I didn't know it's been around that long.
You know, when a product just works, I guess they don't change it. It's just, yeah, Carly says, I'm taking it into work to show people. Yep, that's the best $12 ever.
Kidding. Just be, well, I might put this stuff in a plastic baggie just so it doesn't, you know, so that way it's okay for you to open, because I'm a little apprehensive about. Okay, I'll leave it like that. So Carly gets that. Perfect. Thank you so much, Carly. It's yours. I still have the Tune O Lube spray, and it even comes with the stainless needle. And that is $12, number 28.
I can just picture that being in an old hardware store.
Oh, I know, for sure. Very cool.
Look at that font.
I know. So $12, number 28 for that. And I think the only other thing that I have that didn't sell is the Raven clock, and that's $15, number 3. It just does not have the glass on the front of it. Very cool piece. Oh, Amy says they used to string tennis rackets with cat gut a long time ago.
Wow. Didn't know that, Amy.
See, you're always learning something.
That's the cool thing about this community, for sure.
There's so many folks who are knowledgeable
about a bunch of different things I know nothing about, which is fun.
Right. There's this copper ring. Carly, this is kind of cool. Looks like it's a pinky ring or something.
Oh, wow.
It's copper. Yeah, I probably shouldn't put that on. I'm afraid I won't be able to get it off. It's not marked with anything. All right, so I think that was everything for tonight. Again, if something didn't sell and you're interested in it later, you can let either of us know.
Yep, just shoot us an email.
Right, let me bring both of us up because my tablet's on death row, so.
Now, I did want to mention quickly, Vinny, before we wrap up, I will be doing invoices tomorrow, but I do leave to go visit family for Thanksgiving on Tuesday. I have a pretty early morning flight, so I will get all invoices out by tomorrow. But if you guys are able to receive the invoices right away, I can ship everything on Monday. But if everything's not received by Monday, no worries, but I won't be able to ship until I get back on Sunday. Well, Sunday the mail won't be open, but that following Monday I'll be able to ship out then. So just a little note on that.
All right. And then, of course, I will have pretty much everything done probably by tomorrow. And then everything should be out in the mail, hopefully by or before Thanksgiving, by that Wednesday. If not, it'll just go out on Black Friday. No big deal. Be on the lookout for some more haul videos, of course, on my channel. Hopefully I have 3 going up by next week. And then I will have my sale Saturday. So I hope you all will join me for that. Anything coming up on your channel that's exciting, Katie?
Well, tonight we've got a brooch sale. So if you love jewelry, come on over. I've got some postcards too that will be available with the brooches, which is exciting. And that will be at 10 o'clock with Nate. And then I hope to have some more videos edited soon. I know that it's been a while, so I'm working on that. But that's what's coming up for me.
All right. Well, if you're not subscribed to Katie via watching the replay or with us live now, please make sure you head to her channel and subscribe so that way she can build up her channel. And of course, she brings all the good jewelry. It's no paparazzi or what's another really bad jewelry brand that's out there? Not bad, but not like a, paparazzi. And yeah, she didn't sell any of that.
Yeah, we bring good 50s, 60s jewelry. In fact, I've got an Eisenberg piece tonight, so that's exciting.
Ooh, fancy schmancy, y'all.
Cheryl, I did not get the aluminum Christmas tree, so it was $328 or something. It was crazy expensive, so no, I did not. But what's wild is I met a subscriber friend who was at the sale, and she was watching the tree too, and she really wanted it, and I didn't get it, of course, because I was buying it for resale. And she texted me later because we exchanged numbers, and she said, I couldn't leave it behind. I went back and I bought it. So I'm really happy to announce that my subscriber friend ended up getting the tree for her collection.
Oh,
and
great.
6 feet, it was a good deal. So for
it
her,
was one of the big ones, right? Like floor model.
Floor model size.
Oh, that was good. She didn't have to pay shipping or anything on it.
Exactly.
So that was good.
It was a win-win all around. But yeah, I didn't get it. I did get a ton though of postcards. I have 789 postcards now. Crazy.
She inherited a big collection.
Yes. One man's collection is now my treasure.
Oh my goodness. All righty, y'all. So we will see you all again very soon. I'm sure we will do another one of these in December. I know that's usually when people scurry to buy their Christmas gifts. So I'm sure we can come up with some really fun pieces for that show. So I hope you all will stay tuned for that. We will, of course, let you know when we will be doing that. Crossing my fingers we'll be able to. And we will see you all very soon. You all have a happy Thanksgiving. And we will see you all when we post next. Bye, everyone.
Bye.